lot of women had buried their own dreams. They had buried their own dreams, and it's very easy to do that. Had you asked me 2 years ago, 3 years ago, Promise, what is your dream car? Yeah.
Ke tlo re promise na papa, but nero papa ka moka, ke re ne re di chomi. So go re na papa like she was just everywhere, doing everything with the boys, with this, you know.
We need to give grace to our husbands, our partners, our baby daddies. We need to give them a lot of grace, you know.
Hello everyone, welcome to this special edition of Working Wife, Working Woman. I am your host of the host today, Kanyisa Malamole, and today with me I have Promise Makunyande, the host of Working Woman, Working Wife podcast as well as Own Narrative podcast. And today we are having a special edition right here at the Fortress venue just after a powerful event that she hosted with 50 women that were here to share their dreams with us. And what an event, what a day, what a woman.
Guys, I'm a woman, like, what do you think?
Can I just say this? Your sisters were here, so I want to represent them.
Yeah.
Chokwen.
Exactly.
This was powerful.
Thank you.
This was powerful. But I think before we go anywhere, like I want us to take this in with all the magnitude it deserves. This was such a powerful event. And today we have an audience with us. This is so much pressure.
Yeah.
And I just want all of us to just give you a round of applause for this powerful and amazing. How do you feel?
I'm an in disbelief one. I'm glad the day is over. I think I should start with I'm glad the day is over, and then I'm in disbelief. Because like 50 women is a lot. You know, sometimes you just say, and I always tell people that you were like, I'm not a social media person, only 2 people like my, or only 5 people like my post. But you understand, those are 5 people.
Yeah.
We tend to just overlook it. It's just like 50 because of social media. But 50 women are a lot, you know, and especially for my first event. I don't know, I'm just a girl. I'm just a girl from the world. But more than anything, I am in disbelief, I must say.
What particularly is stepping out for you today?
It's the turnaround one. I would always say the turnaround because never have I thought people will ever believe in me. Never have I thought I would have a group of women because these women are here for me or were here for me. I never thought that. High school, primary, I was a shy person, not the most intelligent girl. I was not a prefect. One of my friends came as well, she's actually part of the audience. They were not prefect. You know, the it girls for school, I've never been there. In fact, I've realized that in school I would cause problems so that I be noticed. So I would always cause problems. I was a problematic child. I was always with the boys. I would always do naughty things. And now that I've grown, I understand that I did that to be noticed. So taking in the moment, it's just like I'm in disbelief. Like when I was a child, wanting people to see me, to recognize me, it was easy than what I'm doing now. Like convincing women, wives, career women, mothers, business women, side hustlers or hustlers to come here, spend their money, come to me. And that's why I always preach, trust the process. You think, this is it, I'm nothing, I'm not worthy, other people are better than me, trust the process.
And you know when you say that, as we were sitting across the table, there were people that said, I'm here because I love progress. I think I've heard that a lot today. Someone just saying, I'm here because I love progress.
I really hope they left with something, not just I love progress.
Yeah. But look, they did. I think everyone who's here today left with a lot. And what they left with is things that will echo from their lives, their families, their children, we're gonna hear. Well, during the week, there was a moment where you were feeling anxious. You had a lot of emotions, and you said to me, everything's okay with the event. Things are going well. I'm just feeling anxious. And I said to you, and I hope today you got to see it.
Yeah.
I said to you, what you have decided to do, to come and gather at a place to pour out their hearts and God's plan for their lives and claim God's plan for their lives. Because that's what we're doing.
Yeah.
It was an emotional activity because that's what it is. We were pouring out all the things that, and we'll talk about that in a bit, how we had to remember the dreams that we had, the dreams that we had even before we got married, we had kids, and all of that. So I hope today, if even as you take in the moment, you see that the thing you were attempting to do was done, it was done well. So well done again.
Thank you.
They're clapping because I know they share the same sentiments. They left their homes to pour out their hearts here. And so people don't just love you.
Yeah.
They trusted you with their lives.
Yeah.
And this didn't just come from this podcast that we are on today.
Yeah.
It came, I think, in my view. And I know that a lot of people have different views of how they know you, how they met you, what you represent.
Yeah.
I remember that when I first saw you 1 year on, I think it was TikTok. Yeah, it should have been TikTok. I was going to Dubai in the month, and I wanted to, find information and stuff. And I came across you
Complaining about ice cream.
And I thought, okay, this is my hero, my Pepe. And I think you've really come a long way. And your long way has been authentic.
Yeah.
Do you think we'll get here when we started?
I knew I was on the path. I don't know if I knew if I would be here, but I knew I was on the path. Because where I am today, I have envisioned it when I was 5, when I was 10. I remember very well, vividly. And that's why it's something that I didn't share there, that people that are speaking about purpose, or I don't know what I should do in life. I'm a teacher, I don't feel that I have to be a teacher. I don't feel that there is something that you always wanted to be or imagined yourself to be as a child. And that will happen in a full second moment. That's what happened for me. I remember vividly how when I would be dressing up in front of the mirror, either I would be interviewing a person or a person interviewing me. It will always happen like that, I remember even vividly when real talk with Anne. I think I was a first year or matric somewhere. I would sit, like this is not TV, but I would catch like glimpses of the episode and I would be like, that is, because at that time I was older even, I was like, that is who I am, And fast forward to the career that I chose, public relations management. I wanted to be in media, but obviously with black parents, you really have to be a teacher and what, And with public relations, I just maybe got my way into it. I also did not really know what it was, but I knew it had everything to do with the media, with publicity, with all those things. So I didn't know I would be here, but I knew I was on the path. How it looked, how big it is, I didn't know. And when you spoke about the moment I was having during the week, I don't know, like you just texted me at a time where I was like, I was crying, like I was feeling emotional, emotions were coming. Then you WhatsApp me, I listened to your voice and I'm together. Again, I don't know what's going on, you have WhatsApp me at the right time. I feel a lot of emotions, I'm overwhelmed. And everything is going okay. I wanted to run my day, but I am feeling these emotions. And I didn't hang up and said, let me cry. And I started crying. Let me cry. And I started crying, And you explained it so well after you told me. And when I was talking to you, my friend as well, WhatsApp me, I was like, oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. So, couldn't say it. Yeah. And then the kids that came here and said they love me. I'm so grateful because it's not just loving me. Today here, you might came here in a fan moment. I think I said that already, I said it on the messages that today's not a vibe. Like, don't come here and vibe with me. Yes, like a lamb chocolate, the apple a girl next door. However, I want you to do what you're here for. And I think the engagement of talking got people to where they didn't even expect they would do here at the event.
Yeah, I mean, sure. I've heard testimonies as we were going around the table and talking, and it got me thinking that we shouldn't take for granted the power of authenticity. And I think you're the girl for that. I think if you were to give us a masterclass, it would be on that.
Oh no, 100%.
Yes, just being authentic.
Yes.
There's a lady that said, Promise is my online friend. Right? She's my online friend. She is someone that when I have things that I don't know who to tell, I would just look at her and think, what would Promise do?
Yeah.
What would she think?
Yeah.
And I think that's because you have shown up so authentically throughout the years that people have been doing.
Yeah.
You've just been authentic.
Yes.
How do you do that? Because for the stress, we try to show up perfectly.
Yeah.
We try all the jobs. So for example, hey, sweetie, what?
And I'm like,
I had to touch up and the red rose to touch up and I think that's just who you've been. Just having someone who
yes.
puts her hand on the sleeve and shows up as is. How do you do that?
Yes. How do I do it? I'm just me. Like, I'm really just me. Like, I'm really just me. Like,
my views may not be what people agree with. I could not be listened to.
Yeah. I realized that my story, myself,
Only one in the whole earth.
Right.
So if I show up as that, it will be my greatest weapon. I don't know. I've always been who I am. TikTok change. I've always been this person. That's who I was.
Yeah.
My husband, that's who I was. Now I hear the working way, that's who I am.
Yeah.
Like every stage of my life, I have always been the person that I am. I don't know any hidden what, and that's why I really want people, especially when they come to me or when they watch my content, to just come as they are. I'm not going to come here and tell you, I make this much, what. Because I just want to connect with everyone. Bodyguard, I want to connect with you. And I think it stems from loving conversations. I love conversations. And once people size you, gauge, unale 1, 2, 3, or what, they won't open up to you. They will never even come to your event. Those ladies, Mola, I always say, I've been every class. I've been a high class in my life.
Yeah.
I've been a middle class. I've been a class willing. And now I'm building myself as a working wife, working woman.
Yeah.
So I relate to every woman that could ever come in front of me.
Yeah.
And that's why I don't want to lose anyone in who I am. Whether ke tlo ya ga mabintano ka re ja morogo, ai, rona mama utulu re ja morogo. Because I don't know, man. I don't know. I'm not a materialistic person at all. Like I'm not. That's not who I'll try. And I was telling Kumo, so Kumo is my mentor in Forever Living. She drives a C class, named Mercedes-Benz C class. I used to drive an E class. I was like, when we went to Polokwane, so we said, okay, I will drive, you'll drive when you come back.
Yeah.
And I was like, Kumo, I never thought, I didn't know. And that's why when you were speaking about you noticing someone driving a big car, you didn't even see that you were driving the very same car.
Yeah.
When I was driving Kumo's car, I was like, Kumo, I can't believe that I drove a car bigger than this one, right? And then I'm only noticing now that I'm inside it and I'm feeling comfort. You know the comfort of luxury?
Yeah.
It's very comfortable. You can drive, you can go, And I was like, I remember very well this car. And now I can afford to buy this car. But do I really need it now? You know, I have other things that I need to do, like no, you know.
Yeah.
But I'm reflecting at the comfortability of this, and that's why luxury is important. Like it's comfortable. You know, when I was driving, I was like, girl, you know,
Yeah.
because hey,
And you know what I admire about that?
Now.
You know what I admire? I admire that you were able to take all life experiences as they are and live them out truthfully.
yeah,
Because go like Dubai, the ice cream at 200, that was where you were.
Yes.
Go Samaka eat last, that was
Yes.
where you were.
yes,
Re Otla, this was actually mind blowing for me. There's a day you came to TikTok and you said, the 5th year of my marriage, I'm pants.
he's 6 last year.
Right? And if you look at statistics and if you talk to many women that are married, they will tell you, Mara, we are sitting in our cocoons.
Yeah, yeah.
Re qindega phansi ka moka, re ditjwe in our cocoons.
Yes.
And just the authenticity to be able to say, nna ke bone di-flames, I think is what attracts people to you.
Yeah.
They're able to open up to you because they know that authentic. If
Yeah.
Mama Tadana Raja cheese, that's what we're doing.
If re a post.
Ra post,
More
o
re
sa
ja
re ja
morogo,
morogo.
re a post.
So all that authenticity gets you to a place where you are able to host this women
Yeah.
on a podcast called Own Narrative.
Yes. Yes.
And these women come from different walks of life. And they come to you. Ba go botsa dikaqa, on dikaqa, on dikaqa. And week after week,
Yeah.
we see them opening up to you. What did that affirm for you? Go bona basadi ba kgona go tla ko wena, never mind the public. The platform could be any platform. They came to your platform.
Yeah.
And they spoke about family dynamics. You know, when you say family dynamics, you are talking about a very sensitive thing.
Yeah.
Manyalo, patswadi, this and that. But these women were able to come to you. Ge o ba lebeletse, o itebeletse, what did it affirm for you?
I think it just affirmed my call.
Yeah.
Or the call that is on my life. And that is why, Gary, I don't want to separate myself from any woman that would ever come in front of me, you know. So different women comes, though other ones we're not even hosting them because we feel that you won't even be able to speak. You are still breaking down. More WhatsApp, more type of, I'm crying. Oh, mofunela wala, you know. So for me, it just shows me that it just proves, it goes back to who I am, you know, that I'm a person who hosts authentic conversations.
Yeah.
Because Own Narrative is about authenticity. What happened to you?
Yeah.
How did it happen? Own it, you know. So for me, it just affirms my call
Yeah.
that I've been called for this woman from all classes.
And
Please
walks
don't
of
class me.
life.
In your life,
Yeah.
the biggest mistake that you do is to class me.
Yeah.
Or you'll be very disappointed. But I will point out that this, I enjoy this because of the luxury that comes with it, you know. Here, I enjoy that I can just be whatever.
Yeah.
And down there, I enjoy that you can teach me things that money, social media, having this can't teach you. So every class, you will learn a thing or two.
Sure.
Yeah.
And after all these women have said all these things, here comes in the Working Wife, Working Woman podcast.
Yeah.
How did that come about? How did they move from Own Narrative to its sister, Working Wife, Working Woman come about?
Yeah. So obviously it was because of the pattern that I've seen with the women that I hosted on Narrative podcast. Okay. Basadi, we are always at the back foot. I'll speak about a trending topic. Yeah, I won't mention their name, but she was on Real Housewives, and then now she's I don't know if she's divorcing, but the husband is marrying a virgin. She raised 8 kids. I think 4 kids are only for the husband. She raised them from a young age. That was a perfect family. You understand? That was a perfect family. They even had a YouTube channel where they are shooting everything. And I'm trying to show you that it was not a struggling woman, a woman that did not have a husband that loved her loudly.
No.
So those kinds of things, when they happen, that's where I see that the pattern is that we women, we always set ourselves back in our marriages, in our committed relationship. Once we get there, we are like, okay, I'm going to serve my husband, I'm going to serve my kids, I'm going to, So with that, I've just said, you know what, let me bring in together women to come and talk to us about what they do.
Yeah.
I don't care whether you are a nanny, because there are nannies that are watching my podcast. I don't care if you're an admin lady.
Yeah.
I don't care if you are, and I'm still looking, we're still discussing that. My name is Mbali Nklapo,
And I am a housekeeper.
So I want to also, she's not a nanny, but she helps housekeepers, domestic workers, to keep the houses clean, So I want to sit with every woman so that we can emancipate ourselves, like we can free ourselves from this union that we have. And but with all my heart. Never ever think. I believe in a man. However, I have seen. So I'm not saying in everything that I say, I don't want to divorce my husband. I work on my marriage. I'm going to therapy. I'm working on my marriage.
Yeah.
But can we work on ourselves? Work on our independence? We're always thinking about divorces. Death can separate the marriage. What will you do in a space of a death? At least this Mami Club woman, we can say, "Ay, Mama Shadile," is that song that we always say, or whatever they can do. No, what if he dies?
He dies. Or loses his ability to take care of you.
110%. I know a woman close to me that was not even in business. So myself and my husband was in business. COVID hit, we lost everything.
Yeah.
Then we'll always say, business. I know a woman who was in corporate. High up there.
Yeah.
In corporate. Life happened. She lost her job. She lost her house. She's losing her car. She's just deteriorating. So that can happen to anyone. Business fellow, business what. That can happen to you, Ubereka, department of what. Your husband loses their job. How are you going to pick it up? And I'm not saying, obviously, make the same money as your husband. But and I always say, in my talks, I always say, the routine of knowing that I have to wake up and go and sell magwinya by the side of the road.
Oh,
that
yes.
routine will save you one day.
Yeah.
Knowing that tomorrow when shit hits the fan, I can give whatever dodgy job I can do.
Muscle.
You have trained the muscle of knowing that I have to stand up and do something.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
Sure.
in my life, I have been a housewife. I have 100% been a housewife. Everything, the petrol cars, driving the fanciest car, staying in the affluent neighborhood. So I know all these things. I'm not speaking from Rory. When I was even, I'm just speaking in a sense that things happen.
Yeah.
Kumo said at the event today that life happens.
Life happens.
Always
and people
know
change
that
their
life
minds.
happens. People change their minds.
Yeah.
This one's husband decided to marry a second wife.
Yeah.
He changed the whole idea of their marriage.
You as a woman can change your mind too.
Yes, especially when we evolve.
Yes.
I'm not the very same woman that my husband, because I was a housewife.
Yeah.
So today, we have to deal with this premise now.
Yeah.
I have to reintroduce myself to my husband that, Haibo, a lady really those years, No, I honore, and not only is it saving me, it's also saving the household.
Yeah.
But a man will not see that,
Yeah.
or will take time. My husband took time to see that, because now, honestly, he supports me a lot. But it gets difficult here and there. You will see, hey, mukoni,
Yeah.
But little by little, you are showing him that it's not just about myself. It's about our children. It's about you as well. Yeah.
And I think it's a powerful concept for women also to just share opportunities. I mean, you were able to be inspired by Kumo, and you were able to birth your own side hustle from that.
Yeah.
And you helped other women birth their own side hustles
Yes.
just from having a community of people that are sharing what they're doing. And then comes today.
And I'll say it again, what a powerful event.
Thank you.
As a first event, it was incredible. When I called you, I said to you, I'm finding it hard to find pictures.
Two?
Find pictures.
Yes, yes.
And the reason for that was because there are things in my family dynamics that are pulling and pushing
Yeah.
and making it difficult for me to see certain things and say, this is what I want, this is what I want. And I know that you've had conversations with our women
Yeah.
who were also having their own struggles.
Yeah.
What did this evoke for people, for women that came here?
I think this evoked like self.
Yeah.
Self. Because the dreams that the women were putting on their vision board, my vision board, I go utswe kae mara? Ke a nagana ke sa tse hore kae bana.
Nna ka ke ile la toilet.
Ai guys, le ka se utswe di-dreams jaaka bana. Ke kae mara? Sale ke bona kgale yo. Ay. Anyway, a lot of women had buried their own dreams. They had buried their own dreams, and it's very easy to do that. Had you asked me 2 years ago, 3 years ago, Promise, what is your dream car? I don't know. My husband just bought me a Golf 7, bought me an E-Class, You know, you just live in the moment of somebody else. You don't even realize.
Yes.
Because you're building a home. You don't realize.
Yes.
And it's great. And I'm not saying they're bad. No, they're not bad. But they are living their own life. They're taking care of their own homes.
Yes.
It's him taking care of you. It's not like I'm abusing you. No. But when you realize that, actually, I've not been dreaming, man. Honestly, I don't like this Evropa. I really don't like it.
Yes.
But because it came as a ta-da, you know, you take it.
You must like it.
Yes, you like it. You don't even think, guys, there is this thing of just burying yourself. It's a subconscious thing.
Yes.
You're not even thinking that I don't like this car. It's wow, my husband bought me, and that's it. But today evoked your own dreams.
Yeah, self.
Your own self. People were speaking about their families that I'm a firstborn.
Yeah.
What? I want to do this. I want to do that. You know. So I was so pleased to see Rory. Today I wanna, and even on the vision boards, our families are there.
Yes.
Our families are there, our kids are there, you know. We still want to build with our husband, we still want to build with our partners, our baby daddies, we still want this family thing. However, I've got this, I want to travel, I want to find myself, I want self-care, I want a side hustle. So it evoked those things that you don't necessarily think about them on your day-to-day. Because your day-to-day is your families, your husband is your kids. That's it.
Sure. Yeah. So, we've had an audience that sat behind and they would really love to engage us and engage you as well as the host. So we're going to go into that and we will drive that conversation, but they will ask us questions and we will engage. Thank you so much, ladies. Okay, so the rule is that you're going to come here to my right and come and ask your question, and then we're going to engage you.
It can be asking a question or making a comment.
Or make a comment, a reflection. We had a beautiful session today on reflection.
We will have a whole conversation with you, right? Yeah.
Yes.
That's my friend, y'all.
Masibotsana. Hi, ladies.
Hello.
My name is Koketso Rachetse. I'm Promis's childhood friend. And today I'm also Zandi's friend.
Yeah.
From today.
Aibo.
Yes, like Zandi said, what a powerful...
Kanyisa.
Oh, sorry. Kanyisa.
Yes.
What a powerful event.
Thank you.
Like it was, exactly as she has said, it was a powerful event. Because I got to meet women from all walks of life. Like women of all classes. And honestly, I was inspired. So I just want to say congratulations on that. And I am so proud of you, my friend.
Thank you.
And then I also want to tap into what she was saying when she said
that in primary and high school, she was not the smartest. But she wasn't like, but baba sightseeing, she was average. you know.
Something,
But she was
Yeah.
But she was telling the truth that she just used to cause trouble. And I was her friend, but you know, more on the academic
The
side.
elite
you know.
ones.
Yeah. So, like,
Yes.
people would, like, if I put it in plain sipping,
Yeah.
get to promise na papa, but nero papa ka moka, ke re nero di chomi. So, gore na papa, like she was just everywhere, doing everything with the boys, with this, you know, exactly as she has said. So, people would be calling me later on in life, people would just say to me, did you see your friend? Your friend said this and that. And I would always say, that is just who she is. That is promise. Hey, promise in Facebook. That's promise. Hey, promise what trend that TikTok. That time, now I'm not even a social media person, but people always come to me, but report, you know. And then I'm like, let me promise. Oh, no, so that's I won't even go to her, get try to call her out because that is just who she is. And then fast forward, she slowly started changing. I don't know from where. I don't know which prayer she said, but she changed and she became this woman that she is right now. And honestly, I am so proud of this woman because this is a phenomenal woman. This is a woman that doesn't cause trouble, but aluki shang matat. You know, this is the woman that is my friend. And I'm glad I was able to explore you through all those stages of life, you know. And she knows, you know, we don't talk every day, but she knows I call her crying. If it doesn't matter when I have a problem, I will just call her crying because I know she'll make me feel better. Like, give her mamba, I keep a phone. I need such friends in my life. But honestly, I'm really grateful to be here today. It was a lovely experience. And I am so proud of the woman that you are today. Because, you know, after she got married, she was telling me that she wants to be a stay-at-home wife. That time she was not even a mom, wife. Ne? And I was like, no. But you can't waste all these years of us going to varsity, fighting. You know, in varsity you fight, fighting, and now you just want to stay at home. How? She's like, yeah, I'm going to start YouTube. I'm like, oh, okay, let's see how this YouTube goes. She started the YouTube and it didn't work as she had thought it would. Like, she has tried a lot to be here, guys. She fought. She fought. And she caused, like she says that she causes trouble. She did cause trouble to be here. You see that TikTok video from Dubai? Yeah, you watch?
Yeah.
Actually, I watch any timepiece before they come for me. Any timepiece.
Yes.
That was the video. Everyone thought she was causing trouble, but not anyone knew what it would lead to this. Yeah. To today, you know, and to the woman that she is today. So I'm just so proud of you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Thank you.
So that's my friend.
Yeah.
From grade 5.
Sure.
Yes.
So she's seen all the promises there are to see.
110%.
That's beautiful.
And she has always been the crack. It's the crack.
Yeah.
The crack.
Oh, get type
Yes.
get takaka.
Give it to Valena, so yeah. Crack. That other time I was seeing her, Auntie Zengwana ki prefect. I was like, that's your child.
Yeah.
Do you understand?
Yeah.
So yes, she has seen me through all the stages of my life, and like I say, she knows that I've been causing trouble. People that know me, they know that I've been causing trouble. Little did I know that the trouble, I was just trying to be seen, you know. Even when I entered the space of social media, it was still there, you know. If there is fire in you, you don't even know how to direct it. You are just causing problems, you know. But then I'm so glad that from grade 5, it's almost what? We are 32. I'm 32, she's 33.
A lot of years.
A lot of years, almost 20 years, and whatever years later, you know. There is someone like her that can stand up in the crowd and speak to people like you that knew me like recently, and it's always a blessing for me. And also, the fact that she's here today also means a lot to me.
And says a lot about you.
Yes. Even though we have fought, I don't think she thinks I'm a good person, but now I think she. No, I don't
thinks you're
think I'm crazy. I'm the crazy friend, but she has withstood all, you know. I was telling her the other time that she's like my sister, man. Like, I don't call her as part of my friends. I might say my friends and not mention her. That's just the relationship. Like she says, would not speak for 3 years.
Yeah.
She would call me. The other time she called me, she just started crying. I'm like, worrying. And I just started crying. So it's that kind of a friendship. It's a sisterhood. Yeah. That's why I'm saying I can call out my friend and not call her. You would never know that she's my friend. But on days like this, you know this is my friend. You know? Yeah.
And a sister.
She's my sister. She's my soul sister.
Sure.
Yeah.
And now she's mine too.
Hey, Bo.
Any more comments, questions, remarks from the audience?
We are
You're
shy. So the lady that's saying, is it projecting her? Is it projecting her? The lady that's saying she's shy, she actually has a whole boutique lodge.
Whoa.
In the heart of a village.
Whoa.
Ganchabeleng.
Whoa.
Yeah, I have slept at her lodge in December. November somewhere. Along that side, and then I slept there. And I was like, you know, like it's very nice. And now it's even like,
Sure.
yeah.
Come on now.
Yeah.
Wow.
We are going to just link the Instagram of her boutique lodge here. Please follow her. When you're in Limpopo, go to her lodge. It's giving.
Also, speaking of that, guys, can we give Promise her flowers? Come on.
Hey, you feel like you're going back to my flowers.
I can we give her flowers? We must give you your flowers. And here's why I'm saying this.
Yeah.
And I'm a beneficiary of that. And I've seen you over and over again doing it. She's such a supportive woman. It pours out so easily for her. You know, I've seen supportive people. And I've seen how it pours out so easily for her, no matter what it is. You would think because you are in this business and maybe she resonates with it in this way, she will support it. Until you see her supporting someone else in a different arena and you're like, and so easy. Man, let's give you your flowers. Let's give you your flowers.
Thank you.
Yeah.
But it's important that I point out.
Yeah.
I've not always been that woman.
Sure.
Now, I know I'm that woman.
Yeah.
I've not always been that woman. And let me tell you, once you are not that woman, sometimes ostakile because you are not like this. Now I'm like this. Like, I get not jealous. You have a podcast, I'll say, come to my podcast so that you can grow your podcast.
Yeah.
You have that lady.
Boutique, a lodge. Yeah.
A lodge. I'll come there. You've got a nail. She does my, till today. And I'll do that. But I've not always been that woman.
Okay.
Guys, when you are not healed, when you are not healed, when you have not accepted your situation, when you have not accepted who you are, where you are, you will never support anyone. You'll always criticize. You'll always criticize.
And you don't know that you've actually helped so many people stay married and become proud of being married, being happily married, even when they are not in the greatest of seasons. Just there's a conversation I once heard you have, and you were saying that you are committed to making sure that a black man is seen and a black man is appreciated. And I think what we just experienced here is exactly that.
Yeah.
The appreciation of a black man.
100%. Like men, they fall short themselves.
Yeah.
Very, very short. They fall short every day. Guys, we are recording, ne? I'm in the back line. So men, like black men, they fall short a lot. We forget about them. We forget to know that they were raised by dads. Some dads were not there. Some dads like just broken families, especially
yeah.
black families. We
Yeah.
have dynamics within our families,
Yeah.
which is we need to give grace to our husbands, our partners, our baby
Yeah.
daddies. We need to give them a lot of grace, you know.
Yeah.
And that's what I'm doing with my husband. That I see you, ke bona mizamo ya gago. I
Yeah.
see that you want to make the family work, and I'll also do my part, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like now, he didn't know. I didn't even tell him that part of the event is this. That's why he's like, you know, now I have to explain myself. But to someone, they'll be like, what is a phone? But I never explained that I'm doing this. I'm a working wife, but I need to account to him now and then. He didn't know that I'm doing this. So when he's calling me, I'm like, no, I can't speak. It's like, oh, you can't speak. Where are you?
Where are you?
You know?
Yeah.
So yeah.
That's great. Hopefully, she might be shaker.
I think
Okay.
you must sit with her actually.
Okay.
Ne?
Okay.
We're going to. Murutwana wa bana, she's the. I know her from TikTok.
Okay.
She's a Tswana teacher.
Wow.
Very proud Tswana teacher. She teaches the idioms, the what every morning. You know.
Yeah.
But anyway, I just want to say, I'll come back and close, but I just want to say, I want you to have the conversation. Ne?
Okay.
I just want to say, I want to give a shout out to our sponsor. How do you pronounce this? Pierre Jordan.
Yeah.
Yeah, Pierre Jordan. They have sponsored this event as our drink of
Celebration partner.
Yes, today. And shout out to them. Shout out to Mabutle, the owner of this venue, the Fortress venue. We are way above our time. We are still here recording, and then yeah, I wish she would be here, but she's a host, so she has like multiple. It's a wedding and venue event, so she has multiples of events, so she can't
Beautiful
sit here.
event.
But shout out to them. I'm dressed by Manyagwi M. Yeah, let me give you the chance, and let me go that side.
Okay, so we are still on the Working Wife, Working Woman podcast, and we have now an edition where we're going to be speaking to one of our guests who was highly inspired by the event today, the Vision Board 2025 event today. I'm with Tshegofatso. She is a Setswana teacher. She'll tell us more about what she does, and I'm very pressured. Now I need to speak my own mother tongue so that we flow correctly. Dumela sis. How are you?
Okay.
So maybe just introduce yourself, Rebocho Omang, Ochoakai, and what brings you here.
Okay, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and the viewers at home. My name is Tshegofatso Khantisegola. I am a mother of two, I am a wife, and I'm a Setswana teacher, like you have said. I'm originally I was born in the Northwest at a very small village called Kunwana, but I have spent most of my life in Pretoria, and that's where I am based. On TikTok, I am Tshegofatso KS, and those who follow my content normally call me Motsogapele because of the content that I share, ya Motsogapele, of which is the Setswana idioms and proverbs, whereby I give motivational talks through that, and it's also a way of teaching people to preserve indigenous languages, because in this time, most of us young people, we like English. So now I'm coming up with something different. Let us also know the Queen's language, but also at the same time, let us not forget our roots as well. You know, your language is your identity.
Right.
So yeah, that is basically who I am. And I was here today because the work that I do, what Promise does, the things that she shares on TikTok, they resonate with also. I also share the same sentiments, like preserving families, black families, and also building healthy and mentally healthy black women. So that is what I am about.
Wow.
Yes.
And you said that you came here because you resonate with Promise and the work that she does. In your
Vision board.
In your vision board,
Yes.
in your vision board, what stood out for you? I mean, I'm seeing
Yeah.
quotes, I'm seeing what stood out for you there? What's most important activity?
You know, when we were outside, I said I am mainly here for the vision board because at least this year I'll have something that I will account to at the end of the year. So there are so many things that I hear, but there is one picture of a lady with like this, with a microphone. That lady is speaking. And next to that picture, I have written, I was born to speak. So one of my visions this year is to improve my public speaking skills. I know that I am outspoken, but I realize that I have not done too much of public speaking, formal public speaking, and therefore I need to improve on that part so that I can flow and do what I'm passionate about, and that is speaking to people.
Sure.
Yes.
That's amazing.
Thank
well
you.
done. I think she deserves a round of applause for that. Just realizing, I mean, ke kgale o dira moshomo o dirang, and you've really impacted a lot of people through TikTok, and just knowing gore here's a development area e ke sontseng gore ke lokishe, ke sontseng gore ke strengthene for me to be able to be more impactful. I think it's commendable.
Thank you.
I want to ask you this and put you under a bit of pressure. Ke eng e beile bokete to do when you were doing this vision board?
You know, while we were seated, I told the lady next to me, "Gore, I am so emotional looking at this.
Yeah.
Doing this was just taxing emotionally because it means that these are the things that you are putting yourself to the task. And it means that if I don't do this, I will be failing myself. And most of these things are the things that I have always wanted to do. But because I didn't have something in a vision board to look at, that's why maybe I could not achieve most of them. So just doing the whole vision board was, and I think it was important. We really needed this because it's so important for our growth, for our development, and
Sure.
that's all.
A summary of all of that. What can we expect to see Tsirofatso as a woman, as a teacher, as an indigenous preserving woman? What are we expecting to see?
We are expecting to see Tsirofatso who will always remain. When you're speaking to Promise, you said Promise is so authentic. And there's authentic here. That's why I love Promise. Promise, she would say a lot of things. Some of them I would not agree with them. But because she is so brave, she is so authentic.
Stands for her
That's
truth.
why I love her. She does not she does not conform to other people's opinions. So I'm like, that is where I want to go as well. As a woman, as a mother, as a wife, and also for marriage. You said Promise has taught a lot of us women, even when we are not in the greatest of seasons, but to remain in our marriages. So that's where I just want to go, preserving families and ensuring that we grow and develop our languages. That is it. Thank you.
What last words do you have for a woman, a working wife and a working woman who's watching us today?
For a working woman who's watching us today, invest in yourself, do the internal work, heal so that you can progress in life, and do the things that you are passionate about. Yes.
Amazing. That was Tsirofatso, and
sorry, can I say in closing?
In closing,
Ke ba fefela siane, ke ba re ke re Setswana sa re pela e tlhokile mosela ka go romeletsa, which means that if you want to do, if you want something to be done correctly and the way you want it to be done, you must do it yourself. So in 2025, if you are saying you want to build, be in the process of building. If you say you want to work, do the work that you have promised yourself to do. That is what we are about in 2025. Ya lebo.
Pela e tlhokile mosela ka lebaka la go romeletsa.
Yeah.
That is amazing.
Ke a leboga.
Ke a leboga, Tsirofatso.
Go lebogile nna. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Sure. This was an incredible conversation, from the conversation I had with Promise earlier and the event the whole day up to now. And I'm honored that I'm finishing this off with you and you were able to show us what the event did for you. You know, and we were able to see where you are going with it. It was not just a talk shop. It really something that we all took away things from. And I think I would just like to appreciate everyone that has come, everyone that has contributed to the event, but most importantly, appreciate Promise and her hard work, her dedication, and her yes to the call.
Yes,
Yeah, so
definitely.
from us, with a special edition, live from the Fortress venue, this was the Working Wife, Working Woman podcast by Promise Makunyani.
Shanko.
Let me introduce to you the new kid on the block. Mel Lavi is a new skincare range that recently launched. It is for face and for body. We deal with hyperpigmentation, anti-aging, wrinkles, natural glow. We also deal with dark inner areas. We target dark inner thighs, dark armpits, dark neck, dark elbows, dark knees, you name it. We also have a shaving combo. This shaving combo deals with ingrowns and shaving bumps. Both men and women can use this good quality product shaving range. We've got good actives in our product from glycolic acid, hyaluronic acid, kojic acid, and many more. You can contact us on the WhatsApp number that is popping on the screen, or you can reach out to us on all our social media platforms. We are here for all your skin needs.